Hello and welcome to the vlog. It feels like it's been a million years since I've vlogged, but I need to take a break on the decluttering because I'm stressing myself out. So this week is just gonna be a vlog. It is my day off. I have a list of stuff I want to do for my day off. It's kind of a big list. I'll put it right here. I've already done the pool maintenance. I have a little, like a 10 feet pool that's like a blow up ring that fills. It's just really fun for me to lounge in. It's not for like diving and stuff. I like to just lay in the sun and read a book and float around. Me and my husband, we are getting ready to go to town over and have some lunch and go to the store. So I'm taking that opportunity to bring some of the donations to the Goodwill and maybe get some groceries, but I haven't made a list, so shopping without a list is never smart. What am I doing? I'm looking for mascara. Above all else, the most important thing on my list is for me to do my homework, which will be boring for you to watch and boring for me to edit, so I'm not going to include that. Just know that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 assignments that are due on Wednesday. So I have to buckle down. I've done 3 already. I'm working on the 4th one now. It's like an Excel spreadsheet. And then I have to do principles of fraud stuff, which is boring for me and for you, so I shan't discuss it any longer. This is my favorite mascara. It's always what I reach for if I'm gonna wear black, which I really only wear black if I'm not wearing any other makeup. And today I don't feel like putting any more makeup on my face because we're about to be outside and it's hot out there. I really want to get a haircut, but here's my dilemma. The AC in my car is broken, so it like doesn't even matter how long I get in there, I'm instantly sweating. So usually I get haircuts after work. I make the appointment for after work time, and then I go to the salon straight after work, and I just feel so insecure because I know the second I get in my car I'm gonna get sweaty and red-faced and hot, and then I'm gonna go into the salon and I'm not gonna smell bad because I wear deodorant, but I'm going to be sweaty and red-faced and hot, and that will make me feel insecure about me. I don't know. The heat and my AC not working in my car honestly is stopping me from doing so much. I need to just make an appointment with my mechanic. But I drive a 2004 Ford Taurus and it's been a good car to me. I've had it for maybe 7 or 8 years at this point. We bought it used. We own it outright. I've just fixed my AC in it so many times, but I live in Georgia, if you don't know, and it's hot here or it's cold here. There's no in between, so I need the heat in there to work. I just hate paying the money for it, but it's a necessity, so I will call them maybe today. Anyway, all that is to say I want to get a haircut, but I don't want to be hot and sweaty when I get to the salon, so I don't know how long it's going to take me to finally be like, okay, get my haircut. And also I'm going to look at hair dye today. Recently Halsey has been wearing a dark brown wig. She looks gorgeous, and I think that I want to go dark brown too. This is my natural color. This is all growth from, it was like a deep red and it's kind of faded to blonde. And I am pretty close to cutting it all off because I always get a bob. So we'll see. I'm just talking at this point. Anyway, I'm going to eat this little Uncrustable, load the donations into my husband's truck, and skid out. I've been home for a while, but I'm home now. One of my goals for my Get My Shit Together series is to read 1 physical book a month because I have so many and I never pick them up. One of the reasons for that is because I gravitate toward my Kindle. It's so easy, light. I have a little pop socket on it. I never drop it on my face. That's not true. I read that like every night, probably 30 minutes of reading before I fall asleep. Lately I've been literally falling asleep while I'm reading. The other reason is that I'm never able to like decide for myself what book I should read because I have so many options. But let me tell you, I opened that thing up thinking I'm gonna have so many options. Turns out I got rid of more books than I thought. But I still had trouble deciding. So to help me narrow it down, I just pulled all of the white books off of the shelf. There was only 4. And I'm going to do an Instagram poll to help me decide. I don't have many followers on Instagram. It's all just like people I know in real life, basically. But if you want to follow me, my handle is The Bashful Bite, and I'll put it in the description, or like, I think it's in my bio maybe. But anyway, let me show you the books. We have In the Cut, The House of My Mother, Room, and this Sinead Rememberings. And I'm gonna do a poll and see what people choose for me. I really want to read this one, but I'll follow the poll. I also got this hair color from Walmart while we were out. My husband helped me pick it, but it's just Clairol brown black. I'm probably gonna wait until after I get my hair cut to dye my hair, which I know it should kind of be the opposite, because hair dye, well, at least I've always been led to believe the hair dye is not good for your hair. But honestly, sometimes my hair feels healthier and better after I dye it. Anyway, I did one more assignment for my homework, and then I think I'm gonna probably do the rest tomorrow. I am in school for accounting, if you're watching and you don't know. And I love numbers. I love solving problems. I love plugging things in and being like, why is that there? But right now, my classes for the semester are, I don't remember what the Excel one is called, but basically I'm just learning how to use Excel and learning all the formulas and stuff. And then the second one is fraud, principles of fraud examinations. And that's, I know that's important to know if you're like in the accounting field, but God, is it boring. I'm pretty good about like being present and learning, but the last two times I've fallen asleep while listening to the presentation. And it's not my teacher, it's just it's a video of my teacher, so it's not like live or anything. I feel like I would be more engaging if it was live, because last semester I took a class and it was like a Zoom situation. So we were all in the class together and I could ask questions if I needed to, or we could answer questions if he asked them. But this time it is just videos of him going through the PowerPoint slides. And then for the homework, we have to answer 3 questions, we have to do a discussion post, and we have to take a test. And it's just like, it's not challenging to me and it's not fun to me, so I don't want to do it, but I know that it's important. Anyway, I'll see you later. Okay, this is what my dining room table looks like right now, and I need to clean it up. Because we don't use it as a dining room table, but I would really like this mess to not be here. So these baskets are supposed to have fruit and vegetables in them, but we haven't gone grocery shopping in like a hot minute. Which is why it was on my list for the weekend, but I don't know if I'm gonna get around to doing it. But that's another task marked off on our list. Long list of things. I got groceries. Well, I ordered them for delivery, but I got groceries. I'm not gonna do this in any specific order, but I will put a little image up here of what we plan on making for dinner this week. Let's just get right into it. Whole mushroom, strawberries, romaine lettuce, a giant head of cabbage, pasta sauce. The garden combo is my favorite. Black beans, pasta. This is the best pasta noodle. It holds all your sauces. We needed some more salt, so I got a box of kosher garlic powder. A recipe that I'm doing calls for oregano, French fried onions, low carb tortillas, pork shoulder. I'm making carnitas. Some yogurt. This is an every grocery haul. There's 2 oranges in here, 4 Romas, 3 limes, 2 yellow onions, 1 white onion, an avocado, some oat milk. I like this for my coffee. For my lattes, I drink creamer in my coffee. Non-fat Greek plain yogurt. I don't eat this by itself. I'm using this for a recipe. Mozzarella cheese. My Walmart only sells the big block. Sharp cheddar cheese, light cream cheese, 96.4 lean ground beef. Lastly, this chicken smoked sausage. I've never tried this, but it was only $3 and I'm on a budget. My total was $73.63, and then I tipped the driver $7.25, and then my grand total was $78.77, and my grocery budget is $75. So I only went $3.77 over, and that was because I tipped the driver. If I had just gone to the store and gotten my groceries, then I wouldn't have had to pay for the driver, but I got a lot going on, okay? Anyway, bye. Hey! I got my hair cut. I was brave and I went to the salon. I wasn't even a little bit sweaty. I asked the lady for curtain bangs. She said my bangs are too short for curtain bangs, which I understand. I think that I was calling it I just wanted them to kind of wisp out a little bit instead of be straight across, because growing out bangs is such a long process, and it's like you have multiple awkward growth stages. So let me recap my list. First of all, In the Cut is what won my book poll. Not very many people voted, but it did win by like 50%, I want to say. And I actually think maybe a subscriber on here voted, which if that was you, hey. But I haven't started this. I am going to start it today. My husband is at game night, so tonight it's me and this book and a salad that I'm having for dinner. Anyway, to the list of all the things I wanted to do. The only things that I didn't get done is take out my cardboard. I just have a good bit of it because we've ordered some stuff and I still have the box from my dresser that I put together. And I did all of my self-care that I wanted to do except for my nails. They are still just nails. I just never sat down and took the time, but I did a face mask. I did shave my legs. I got my hair cut and soon I will be dyeing my hair. I did laundry. I didn't film that. I got groceries. I cleaned out the fridge. I didn't clean out the freezer because when I got into the freezer, I was like, actually, most of this will still touch. So cleaned up the kitchen table. I dropped off donations. I did the pool maintenance. I even got in the pool last night. So I'd say my days off have been pretty productive. I worked today and yesterday now, but I don't think I filmed yesterday. I ordered a new mic, so for those of you in the comments asking me to work on my sound, I'm on it. And I started documenting my weight loss journey these past couple of days. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do like a 30-day format for that. I'm not totally sure yet, so if any of you want to see it in a specific way or specific light, put it down in the comments. I will take everything into consideration. I guess I'll be going now. Thank you for hanging out with me. Should I do the emoji thing in my vlogs? If you made it this far, comment a ghost emoji. And if you liked this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more from me, subscribe. I put out videos every Friday. Sometimes they're just vlogs like this. Other times I am cleaning for a long period of time on camera. Soon I will be putting out weight loss content. If that's not your thing, it's not going to be my whole channel, just a little portion of what's going on in my life. Anyway, I'll see you next time.